Hi, everyone. Greetings. From 2K. Sports, get ready. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Ingram. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Brown the pass to Holiday. Back to Brown. Barnes grabs the miss. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla, so we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. The coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially to the league.
Here's Tatum. Raptors knocking down the tray. Outside, White. Tatum setting the pick for White. And Barnes sends it back. Quickly with a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. With the floater. And Barnes sends it back. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Tatum against Barnes. Brown with a screen on Barnes. Tatum looking around. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Quickly the pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brown with the screen on Barnes. 2 points. That one goes. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 7. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here is Holiday. Scoreless thus far. Basket good.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
And it's quickly in the corner. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Onside, Barrett. Lock at 6. And Barrett brings it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with attacking the rim with bad intention.
Ingram against Holiday. Out to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's quickly. Ingram setting a pick for Barnes. Out to Ingram. Barnes screen on White. Ingram attacking. Shoots over White. And it's Ingram missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the wing, Holiday. To the paint. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Toronto ahead. They're up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Ingram with it, picked up by Brown.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 7. Tatum with the screen on Ingram. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's White on the wing, quickly covering. The kick out to Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Throws it down, JT!
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Assisted.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Screen by Porzingis. Here's Brown. And he lays it straight in. Brown Ingram's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Barrett kicks to Ingram. Barnes screen on White. For three, Ingram. Rebound, Boston. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. White, good.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Ingram against White. Barnes outside. Ingram setting a pick for Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on White. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. Something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Raptors leading by 4. Barnes screen on Holiday. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Over Tatum. Barnes with a terrific move and the bucket. Barnes has got 13 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball
2
into the paint.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Barrett against Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Good D by Barnes.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Fires the three. And no good that time.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Tatum against Barnes. Up top, Tatum. 11 points in the game. The kick out to Brown. That shot off. Good D by Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Porzingis against Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Screen by Pirtle. Here's quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Pirtle inside. Guarded by Holiday. He had a nice open look right there. Quickly's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Hurdle got his eyes open tonight. Great feed to create the easy opportunity.
White finds Brown. Outside Tatum to end the run. And the dunk by Tatum.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. Here's quickly. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's Ingram from the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Brown with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Shireman in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. Craig with it. Pass to Pritchard. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Here's Shireman. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Battle. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Battle's got his first basket. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Here's Pritchard. Boucher defending. A 3. Hauser misses. Pritchard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hauser. No scoring in this one. Pass to Shireman. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Boston again missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And here is Craig. Down low. Here's Shireman. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Dick, that's good. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Dick. Pass to Boucher. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Craig. There's the 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mobo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mobo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Now, here's Craig. Nice ball boomed by Boston. Here's Pritchard. Boucher defending. Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Here's Craig out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-5 run. To the paint. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Raptors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. And here is Craig. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors looking at a 13-point. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Toronto leading by 13. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the center.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Holiday finds Tatum. His three-pointers off the mark. Toronto shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Barrett the pass to Pirtle. Out to Barrett. Pass to Barnes from deep three-point land. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 15. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Pirtle with the steal. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Quickly with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Brown kicks to White. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Brown, and he makes that one. And the Raptors lead by 21.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Brown outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Wow, Brown drills it from way out, showing off that limitless range.
Ingram outside. They get the rebound. Puts up a deep three. A new 14 for the Raptors. And another shot. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Brown outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 18. On the wing quickly. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Porzingis passes to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it's White missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Quickly, a screen on Brown. Barrett wide open. He fires. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Scotty Barnes.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Tatum dishes to Holiday. Pass to Brown. Gonna go that time. Nice D from Barrett. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Ingram outside. Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Ingram.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
It's the Celtics ball. Pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Quickly against Holiday. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Ingram outside. Missed. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.
Sports this Tuesday. Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Duren in at center, filling out the middle. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle, let's keep a close eye on.
Now here's Holiday. Tatum with a screen from 11 feet away, and too long on the shot. And here's Detroit. It's a three-point game. Here's Duren, and the dunk by Duren.
Such a growing part of Ivy's game, encouraging to see him pick up assists like that.
White looking it over. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Duren. Holiday grabs the miss.
Love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Duren with a steal. Now here's Ivy. Now Cunningham. Now Duren. Duren the screen. And here's Ivy from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, BA. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And the dunk by Duren.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
They get it back. The Pistons lead by 5. Here's Stewart. Oh, sweet move. And finished off by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Porzingis in the post, covered by Duren. Here's Brown, and he makes it on the layup.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
2 minutes.
Ivy outside.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first. Pass to Cunningham. They get it again. Here's Duren. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
And Duren drops them both. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Tatum can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Stewart, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Stewart following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Ivy. 1:03 left in the opening quarter. And he lobs it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Ivy. Yet to see a basket. 2 on the clock. The baseline J. And down it goes. 2 points. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 7. And there it is for him.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Ivy against White. Duran with a screen on White. And here's Ivy from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Tatum drives in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And what a drive by Tatum. Striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
Down low. Cunningham finds Ivy. Stewart outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. And here's Ivy from the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Detroit with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. They grab their own miss. Duran. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. White, the pass to Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of... shooting. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Cunningham. No made baskets yet. Brown looking around. Pass to White. Tatum against Stewart. Tatum inside. He nails it, and we're tied. Tatum's got 10.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Holiday against Cunningham. He shoots it. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Tatum against Stewart. Outside Holiday. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Cunningham against White. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Oh, Cade powers it in.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Cunningham against Holiday. Outside White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game, And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve. Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The drive by Tatum. Blocked!
No, sir. Stewart not letting that one go.
Porzingis finds White. Up top, Tatum. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 12 now in this quarter.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Three minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes.
Count it. Good. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Holiday to the left side wing. Pass to Tatum. The rebound by Stewart.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Let the big man eat. Stewart just aggressive and confident down there in the post.
White against Ivy. Outside White. The kick to Tatum. Clock at 6. On the wing, Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And don't forget about Drew Holiday. He's got some ups. More than capable of getting up there to the rim.
White against Ivy. To the middle. Here's Duren. Back to Ivy. Inside. Duren, no good. Celtics lead by 3. Here's Brown. The kick to Tatum. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. What if it goes? Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Screen by Horford. Here's Craig. Out to Horford. Over to the left wing. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Harris outside. Three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics with the lead. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Lots of room. Misses off the right iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Outside Craig. Back to Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Schroeder. Here's Pritchard, covered by Schroeder, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Now here's Beasley. He's closely guarded, and he drives in. Ooh, a two-handed power slam!
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for.
Craig. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Cornette sets a screen. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Another shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Harris outside. Gets the three to fall. And now a 6-point Detroit lead.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Cornette passes to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over to the wing. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Pistons lead by 6. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Count the basket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Beasley. Tight defense on him. Harris a screen. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Pritchard. Oh, stolen by Harris. Outside Schroeder. Out to the wing. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And they're able to recover. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The Pistons lead by 10. Here's Holland. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Here's Hauser looking to end the run, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Detroit is shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Paul Reed. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Holland in at the 3 spot.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pistons. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Here's Ivy. Thompson, a screen on White. To the inside. Cunningham against Holiday. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Thompson outside. Puts the move on. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Tatum drives in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Thompson up and in on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
On the take.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Assist
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
The Pistons lead by 19. And they're on the break. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
The kick out to White. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Pass to Duren. Crosses over. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Porzingis sets a screen. The drive by Holiday. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
2 minutes.
White against Ivy. A minute 50 left in the final quarter. It's White with the drive. Ivy with the defensive effort. Detroit leading by 18. Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on Brown. Throws it up high.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose.
Oh, flying high, throwing it down.
Oh, my.
Wow, the athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. kick out to Brown. Here's the three, and the three-pointer goes.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react. And
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, man.
Powered it home!
Not fair at all.
Woo! And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Thompson outside. Six to shoot. Back to Cunningham. No good on the triple. White on the wing. Ivy defends. Tatum inside. Working on Duren. Tatum. Shot is good. And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Stewart against Tatum. On the wing, Thompson. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised.
It's time for the NBA. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Thompson. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Grady Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett at the small forward. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Cunningham against Barrett. Cunningham outside. Now, here's Ivy. Dick defending.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. It's Dick on the wing. Out to Barrett. Clock at 4.
And that combination of length and instincts, that's what makes Cunningham so competitive at the defensive end.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. The 3. Duren pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Barrett. Thompson passes to Duren. Now, here's Ivy. Guarded closer. There's the lob to Duren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Wasted no time on that one.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Cunningham outside. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up. Sets the example for everyone.
Here's Dick with the drive. Ingram wide open. Cannons the shot with nobody near him. Ingram's got 5.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Cunningham's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Pistons. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Darko Rajakovic.
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Pistons leading by 3. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Second team foul. Shooting for Detroit. Cade Cunningham taking 2 shots.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Dick with the steal. Barrett for 3. And that does it for the first quarter. The Pistons on top, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Barnes. It's deflected. Thompson outside. And Pirtle sends it back. It's Dick on the wing. Guarded by Stewart. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Crazy dunk from the wiry Ingram. It's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
Such a wide open look. Cunningham's got 9 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And they're able to recover. Here's Ingram. And he banks in the lane.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Here's Thompson. That is a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Barrett against Ivy. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Jaden Ivey. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Ivy with it. Cunningham on the wing. Duran with a screen on Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Duran's got 4 this quarter.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Out to Barrett. Traps in the tray. He's got 8.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Cunningham outside. Goes back up. Here's Duran. Pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Over Barnes. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Ingram. Now, here's Boucher. Out to Ingram. Boucher sets a screen for Ingram. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. A shot by Stewart with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. It's Dick on the wing. Ivy defending. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Ivy kicks to Thompson. And here's Ivy. It'll count.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
It was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Brandon Ingram, he's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Beasley. Then there's Holland. Then there's Harris. And it's Reed in at the 5.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Quickly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Here's Harris. Rebound by the Raptors. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Quickly. Pass to Abaji. with some arc. And it's Reed pulling it down. Boucher with the ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Beasley outside. The shake. Harris looking it over. Back to Beasley. Off on the layup. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Harris. Pass to Boucher. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boucher's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now Beasley. To the wing on the left. Here's Holland. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's quickly. Pass to Battle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Little's checked in for 3. Beasley. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Pirtle. Some solid defense from Reed. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Harris. Kicks it out to Beasley. For the tie. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Beasley outside. Floats one. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Abaji. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Holland, the pass to Reed. Here's Holland. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And here's Quickly for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Quickly's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Harris setting the pick for Beasley. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. And as he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Beasley right side.
Raptors foul. Otai. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Reed.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Boucher with a screen on Beasley. Crops in the layup for 2. Ingram's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Ingram outside. Boucher in the post. Duran's on him. And here's Ingram from the arc. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Cunningham against Barrett. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Lets a floater go. Cunningham's shot is off. Toronto leading by 8. For 3, Barrett. The shot, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
And stolen by Ivy. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And that's when they desperately needed it.
Pass to Dick. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Stewart passes to Duran. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Dick. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Cunningham outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off the shot. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Puts the move on. Boucher with the rebound. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Dick in the corner. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Dick's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Cunningham for 3. That shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Thompson outside. Takes it off the glass. Now, here's Barrett. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Duren. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Thompson.
It's on R.J. Barrett.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And so Thompson nails both of them. 16 seconds left in the fourth. It's Barrett on the wing, defended by Duren. Shakes him, and the dunk by Boucher. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay.
Tuesday. Afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on 2K Sports. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. The perimeter pairing, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Porzingis passes to Holiday. 5 to shoot. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Outside Barrett. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Holiday passes to White. Now Tatum. He's guarded by Barnes. And finished off by Tatum.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Here's Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. Pirtle against Porzingis. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
It's stolen by Ingram. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Count it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Holiday taking his time here, driving to the basket, and Holiday powers it home.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Outside Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Holiday. The kick out to White. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Barrett is screen on White. And here's Ingram outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Tatum against Barnes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Toronto leading by 5. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels. That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
White against Ingram. Outside Barrett. Ingram. The rebound, Celtics. Right side White. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Ingram. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Quickly drives in. Lays it up and banks it in.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here's Ingram from the arc. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
The crafty play there by Ingram, using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Brown with the steal. He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors out in front. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And it's Quickly with a miss. Celtics trail by 4. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Brown. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the middle. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's about perfect timing on the alley-oop finish. Scotty Barnes' teammates know he's a big-time vertical threat.
Here's Holiday. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Barrett. Toronto leading by 6. Barnes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Tatum can't hit. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And there's Barrett on the assist by Pirtle. Barrett's got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we want.
Oh! Jason Tatum!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Here's Ingram. Quickly outside. Ingram, the pass to Quickly. Top of the key. Great D that time from Porzingis. Celtics trail by 9. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Barrett. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Barnes passes to Barrett. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Tatum finds Porzingis. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Ingram. Kicks it to Quickly. Back to Ingram from 17. And it's Toronto with another.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
The Celtics have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
That's tipped. Brown with the steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And the basket by Holiday.
Big time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Back to Ingram. Inside, here's Pirtle. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's Tatum missing. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And it's good. 2 points.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Outside Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. That shot off. Oh, good work defensively by Ingram. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. For 3, Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Holiday with the ball. He has 6. Outside Porzingis. White for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Toronto up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We'll be right back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Torrey Craig out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Hauser in at the 4. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score? How to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops. Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. You're Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. The three is up. Craig, good. Craig's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Toronto shooting their second and third shots at the line here. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite scores.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Cornette passes to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Dick. They get the rebound. Pass to Craig. Here's Hauser, back to Craig. Here's Cornette. No good on the three. Here's Battle. He's scoreless. Here's Abaji. Gets the three ball to go. And the Raptors lead by 13.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
It's scooped up. Shireman. Here's Hauser. Misses the three.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Pass to Abaji. Soft touch off the glass. Agbaji's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Out left to the wing. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. They grab their own miss. Craig on the wing. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Deflects the pass. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Mobo. Here's Battle. Here's Mobo from down low. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Toronto with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. They set the screen. Here's Battle. And that one is hammered home.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Dick, to the left wing. Here's Cornette. Sends it home from three-point land. Cornette's got 6.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Pass to Abaji. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 7.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Toronto shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Here's Battle. For three. Here's Abaji. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. They're field. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. There it is, the three, and Barnes will play the four. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Pirtle in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the five out there for the Raptors.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Puts up a deep three. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. The jump hook, and Ingram with the finish.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Brown passes to Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that one's good. Quickly.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Ingram on the wing. Here's Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Quickly from outside. Offensive board. Pirtle. And finally they hit one.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Right side Tatum. White for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And it's Quickly with a miss. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. White, the pass to Porzingis. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Three-pointer Holiday. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Barrett finds Barnes from deep. Now Quickly. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by White. Outside Holiday. The kick out to White. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Guarded by Quickly. Tatum passes to Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Back to Holiday. Oh, got a piece of it. There's Tatum with the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Brandon Ingram.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And that one's good. Quickly.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Holiday from long range. The shot comes out. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Quickly from outside. Rebound Boston. White looking it over. Launches it. Quickly with a rebound. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke.
welcome everybody to another present. And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Durham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position.
Defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Tatum draws the double. Out to Porzingis. Stewart against Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. And stolen by Ivy. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Brown against Thompson. Back to Cunningham. No good on the three. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Brown. Up and in on the layup.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Thompson in the posts. Brown on him. Now, here's Ivy. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. That shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Celtics trail by 4. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Stewart passes to Durant. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. Cunningham right side. Here's Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
The kick out to Tatum. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Tatum.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And Thompson kicks to Stewart. Cunningham outside. And another three for Detroit.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tatum with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Holiday. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart with it. Pass to Thompson. From the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Detroit with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the three. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
A nice shot by Tatum.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Cunningham against Holiday. Cunningham outside, out left to the wing. A shot by Stewart with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Here goes Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off a drive.
Cunningham looking it over. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duren with it, out guarded by Tatum. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And it's White with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Holiday, here we go. And they pick up 2.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Thompson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Drives to the hoop. Tatum's shot is off. Pistons have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. I mean, those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Cunningham against Holiday. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Porzingis with a screen on Stewart. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now the Pistons fast break. Count it. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's the drive. It's blocked. Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Holiday. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Cunningham against Holiday. Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. From 8. Porzingis can't hit. Pistons leading by 6. Pass to Stewart. From past the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Porzingis against Ivy. Holiday, the pass to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tatum. Thompson with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Ivy finds Duren. Back to Ivy. Stewart with the screen on White. Taken away by Holiday. Jaylen Duren has been leading the charge for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Jaylen Duren really having a great game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Tobias Harris is out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Stewart in at center. That's the group for Detroit right now. Hollins kicks it over to Schroeder. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
Holland the pass to Harris. Now, here's Stewart. Beasley with a clean look. Buries the long-range jumper. Beasley's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Shireman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Your passes to Beasley. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Reedy's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Boston also with the sub. Cornette's checked in. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Schroeder. Reed with the steal. And here's the break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Cornette. Tipped away. Beasley with the steal. Harris a screen on Craig. Beasley for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Beasley against Craig. Pass to Shireman. Backs down the 3 ball.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Harris. Here's Holland. It's Beasley on the wing. Harris setting the pick for Beasley. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 6 points.
are unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Into the lane. The shot's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
For three, Beasley. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics trail by 12. And that's a foul called on Ron Holland. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Harris. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Keeping those hands active, Harris creating the turnover, leading to the bucket.
And he may never be an all-star, but Richard, Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a three-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from three.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Beasley outside. Harris finds Reed. To the inside. Stolen away. And they're moving it up. Here's Cornette. Reed covering. Here's Hauser. And the layup's good off the glass.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Reed. Now Beasley from outside the arc hits the three-point bomb. Beasley's got 11 in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from the team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Celtics. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forward. The star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Duran with a screen on White. Here's Ivy. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics trail by 13. It's Brown with the drive, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Here's Duran. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Thompson against Brown. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Tatum's shot is off.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. To the paint. Porzingis with the block. White against Thompson. Inside. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown against Thompson. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Detroit on D. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Tatum kicks to Brown. Tatum down low. Ivy defending. And the basket by Tatum.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Thompson against Brown. And Thompson slams it home.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Brown drives in. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
It's Thompson off the drive. Celtics trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pistons.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jalen Duren.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
White the pass to Holiday. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Duren pulls it in. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Thompson finds Ivy. Shot clock at 5. A 3. They get it back. Back to Thompson. Out to the wing. Duren the pass to Thompson. Driving the lane. The rebound by the Celtics. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a basketball. So the Raptors starting 5. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And for Detroit, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Stewart, a screen on Barrett. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Thompson against Ingram. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Thompson.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Stewart. The 3 ball. Pirtle grabs a miss. And it's Toronto's ball. All right, Brent, what do you see in Isaiah Stewart's game?
Well, coming in, he's always been that junkyard dog mentality, right? Try to play physical, rebound, bump guys around. But there's a little bit more to Isaiah Stewart in the way that he can shoot the basketball, expanding his range and knocking down some three-pointers. So some flexibility and some creativity on the offensive end.
Cunningham finds Stewart. Now here's Duren. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside Dick. Outside for Ingram. Takes it inside. Banked it in off the glass. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And then Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
Ivy outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Outside for Ingram. Tries again.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Dick. Offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Ivy's shot is off. Toronto leading by 5. And here's Ingram outside. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Cunningham against Barrett. Ivy outside. Beyond the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Barnes. Fires in the triple. Barnes has got 5 now.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Cunningham.
Oh, yes, sir!
Wow! I love Kate Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Ivy outside. 16 seconds left in the first. Picked by Stewart. Now here's Ivy. Guarded by Dick. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Ingram. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Toronto. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Here's Ingram. Outside Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. For three. Hits the trifecta. Barrett's got 5 points.
And Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Cunningham looking it over. Duren with a screen on Barrett. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Ingram. They get it back. Kicks it out to Barrett. The three. And the Raptors get it back. From the arc. And that one's good. Ingram for three. 10 points for him.
Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
Pass to Ivy. Rebounded by Ingram.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Ingram. Fires from the corner. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And the Raptors lead by 13. Looking at the Raptors, Brett, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, BA. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. The three is up. The Pistons clear it.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 7. Pass to Duren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Shot from the wing. And Cunningham gets it to go. On the assist by Duren. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Barrett. Outside Dick. 1:11 left in the first half of this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:06 left in the first half. Now here's Dick. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Ingram, the pass to Barrett. And Cunningham pulls it down. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 9. Duran with a screen on Barrett. And here's Cunningham outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The 3, Barrett. Dick, the pass to Barrett. Outside Ingram. Over Cunningham. And again, Toronto, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And it's Cade with the finish inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Ingram outside, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. So we conclude the first half. Toronto out in front, up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Thinking about it?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. They've got Emmanuel quickly, and it's Mobo in at the power forward. Harris misses. Toronto leading by 7 after years of competing for championships and winning one. Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Holland. Pass to Harris. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Battle. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pistons trail by 10. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside. Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Beasley outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Beasley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Abaji. The rebound by Detroit. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Harris misses.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Boucher a screen on Schroeder. Here's Quickly. An easy 2 on the layup. Quickly's got 7 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Beasley outside. And he banks in the layup. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Boucher. From downtown, nails it from 3. And the Raptors lead by 9.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest 3s. Right now, it's a shootout.
Quickly. Soft touch off the glass.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Beasley outside. Pass to Harris. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Now here's Quickly. 9 points in the game, and the shot goes in.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Beasley outside. They set the pick. Pass to Reed. Back to Beasley. Picked by Reed. Beasley with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Abaji. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Pass to Reed. Now Schroeder. Here's Holland. And it's good for 2.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Quickly passes to Boucher. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Schroeder. Holland for 3. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Cunningham with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Stewart will screen on Barrett. And here's Cunningham outside. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got rebound number 11 for 3. Barrett. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob. Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Stewart outside. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Ivy. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. And the shot goes. And now it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Ivy. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Outside Ingram, picked by Pirtle. On the wing, Grady Dick. Back to Ingram. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Stewart, screen on Barrett. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Stewart. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Barrett against Cunningham. Ingram on the wing. From deep. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson outside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Cunningham against Barrett. Now here's Cunningham, guarded closely. Fires for three. And again, no good by Detroit. Toronto leading by 10.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Raptors.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Brandon Ingram.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his third foul of the game.
Team second.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Dick.
And he's one of the best overall defenders in his class. Ivy with the physical tools and intensity to lock people down.
And it's rejected.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
So the Raptors win it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra.